Education, one of the biggest issues voters are watching in the New Jersey governor's race. Democrat Mikey Sherrill and Republican Jack Ciattarelli are pitching different visions for how to shape the state's education system. Joining us now is Chalkbeat Newark reporter Jessie Gómez. Welcome.
Thanks. How are
Jessie,
you?
you're right that education has become one of the defining issues in this governor's race. Why is it resonating so strongly with voters right now?
Yeah, so one thing all New Jersey can agree on is that students need academic help. So New Jersey schools are among the best in the nation, and we saw how the pandemic really affected student learning. I mean, just last year, across the state, less than 50% of students, just over 0.5% of students, reached proficiency levels in English language arts, and just under 40% were proficient in math. So ahead of Election Day, parents and students really just want more support to boost student achievement across the state.
Mikey Sherrill and Jack Ciattarelli offer very different visions for New Jersey schools. What are the biggest differences between their plans that you've been seeing?
Yeah, so the candidates agree on the major education topics, of course, like limiting cell phones in schools, reforming the state's funding formula, and providing more school choice for parents. Cheryl has pledged to invest in tutoring, student mental health, and her policies echo a lot of what Democratic Governor Phil Murphy already has in place. Ciattarelli's platform, however, is more conservative and mirrors many of the Trump administration's education policies, like creating voucher programs that use tax dollars to cover student tuition in private schools, and also implement what he's calling a Parents' Bill of Rights, which would require school districts to post K-12 curriculums before the beginning of each school year.
Newark is the largest school district in New Jersey. How are parents and educators responding to both candidates there?
Yeah, and I think in Newark, through my reporting and speaking with folks, it's very clear that they really want a leader who will help boost student achievement, help students refine their critical skills that have really been affected by the pandemic, like reading and writing. And they also just want somebody that will provide more equity in schools. In Newark, that is a very big point of focus for parents, as many of New Jersey's schools, a lot of experts and advocates have said, are segregated.
Both candidates have talked about reforming the state school funding formula. From your reporting, what's at stake if that formula does change?
Yeah, so obviously more money for schools means more money for programs and more money for teachers, and more teachers as well to help students refine those really critical skills. To put things in context, Newark, which is New Jersey's largest school system, receives almost 80% of its budget from the state. So of course, the next governor in place really has to take a look at how to provide more funding for schools, and of course, hear the concerns of school districts across the state.
Jessie Gómez, Chalkbeat Newark reporter, thanks so much for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thanks so much.